Hello and welcome back to another episode of Enter the Gungeon. We've got a pretty strong run going here. We're heading into floor 3. I'm excited to see what we do. So far, things have been going extremely in our favor. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee-based beverage momentarily. Hold on. Very good. And now floor 3, and we've got some of the best weapons I've ever seen on this game so far. Namely, the BSG is carrying us through boss fights. We're back up to full health as well, which is glorious. The flash ray there failed to kill anything in its first salvo. That's a little bit scary. Little frogman poisoned himself. Very unfortunate day for him, but he is now dead, so he no longer has to worry about the terrestrial pain that gives all of us cause to feel stress and general disdain at life every single day of our existence. So, you know, really, who's the winner there? All right, morose sentiments aside. We're in a strong run. We have no place to be complaining. The game has been kind. Careful. Careful. We've been playing well, but the game has also been kind to us. Let's not lie to ourselves. The game's definitely given us some liberties. I'm not sure the flash ray is doing the damage we need it to do. I'm kind of interested in going back to the Winchester to try. Well, let's put its ammo up, I suppose. We also do have the Accretion Jr. here. Mr. Accretion Jr.'s at a decent spot. Let's go ahead and give the Winchester a try. Let's see how its damage is here on third floor. Given it was out of a brown chest, I do have the severe feeling that it's not going to be what we need now, but we'll see. It's still two shots these dudes, who are kind of annoying. Like, I'm not going to complain about the damage from that standpoint. Like, they're not perfect, but it's really accurate. I mean, we have the scope now, so obviously things are accurate. But it's really accurate. Its rate of fire is not bad. It doesn't use too much ammo. I think I'm going to use it for room clearing at this point. Hello? Clear Guanstone. No idea. Blanks available. Well, we'll just continue on at this point, I think. Let's go. Let's keep going past the X room. Yeah, I think at this point the Winchester here is what we need in order to succeed. Need to succeed. Do I want to give up any guns? No, I don't have guns. I want maybe the flash ray, but I don't have a second one to give it. All right, we're not going that way. So maybe if we find something else we don't like, we can give the flash ray with it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still deciding at this point. Oh, good, a trap room. These always go so well for me. Oh my god. Okay. A little bit of luck there involved. Whoa. Die, please. Okay, now this guy's taking a few hits. A few more hits than I like. I need an elephant gun for this dude. Big game target. Oh, that's a nasty, unnecessary hit. Am I not killing the real one? Is this the real one? Yeah, that was the real one. So you have to find the actual target there, seems like the game. Bulletkin now does take 2 shots with this. Yeah, the Winchester is definitely losing its steam. But it still might be my best choice at this point. The flash ray did not feel good. The amount of damage it was doing was piddly, and also I was having to reload it a lot. It only has a few shots in the chamber. Not really what I'm looking for. There's just too many bullets. I couldn't aim and also dodge. That was my fault. That was just bad. Please die. Like, please die, though. I've hit you many times. You should be dead. All right. The Winchester's making an argument for itself not being the right choice right now. You're not wrong. But I'm not sure. Maybe the Accretion gun would be the choice? I don't know. Stay away from me. I need to kill the guy giving all the buffs. Well, he got himself poisoned. Maybe he will die. Oh, my God. The damage is actually kind of terrible. Okay. I'm beginning to get sold on the idea that the Winchester is not what we want. Let's go ahead and go back to the Accretion gun, Mr. Accretion Jr. Maybe it's what we need. The ammo on it, though, is not real great, so that's a little bit of a troublesome situation. The rate of fire on this thing also is lower than I like. That dude's burned and poisoned, so I'm going to assume he's just going to die. It does decent damage when you get Jupiter out there, but short of Jupiter, it feels a little bit... Whoa! What the heck happened there? It feels a little bit lacking when you're not firing Jupiters at people. Also, Jupiter... Oh, there you are. Nailed him with Saturn. Saturn does freeze, and Jupiter explodes. Wonderful. Let's go this way. Shwoop! Shwoop! Yeah, we've already used up so much ammo on this thing for just, like, 2 rooms. I don't know. I don't know. We might have to go back to the Winchester. Or God forbid the flash ray. I don't know. The flash ray, I think the flash ray comes after the Winchester at this point. I would say that maybe floor 1 and maybe 2 is about the limit of actual good use out of the flash ray. Not the flash ray. Well, maybe the flash ray, but out of the Winchester. Well, I like the Winchester. It just, it was not doing the damage I needed it to do. Die, please. Die, please. Right, but like, please be deceased. Like, I don't know if you realize this, but I've shot you too many times, and now you should be dead. There you go. Oh, more enemies. Wonderful. Get Neptune, son. I think that was Neptune. It was either Neptune or Uranus. I always get Neptune and Uranus mixed up based on how they look. It's kind of embarrassing, I know. But I'm not the smartest man. We're getting overrun. We're getting extremely overrun. Just fire. Just shoot. Just shoot. Give me a Jupiter. I need a Jupiter. Give me a Jupiter. Please, Jupiter. There's a Jupiter. I got hit. I was watching the Jupiter and I didn't dodge. On the bright side, it was great to watch Jupiter. What is the sludge I shot out there? That was weird. Right, I need you to be deceased, though. Okay, everything's dead. That was a tough room, dude. That room was no joke. We took a hit, too, which sucks. And we're totally out of ammo. Well. We have this nail gun. No, not a hammer. I think the nail gun is a gun you can get, I recall, and it looks kind of similar to this, and it actually fires nails like a nail gun. What do we got here? This is the AC-15. We saw it last time, but we never used it. Let's go ahead and shoot it and see what it does. Alright, so it's like a rapid-fire weapon. Let's try this for our room clear and see how that goes for us. Alright. Up, up, and away. I'm hoping the boss will be a pushover, too, with the BSG. So the rooms are mainly what we have to worry about, and then the boss is going to be just, like, easy as eating pancakes at a pancake house with an all-you-can-eat waffle stack that is also free. That's really easy, in case you're unsure of how easy that is. That's ridiculously easy. I wonder if the AC-15 here is kind of like the stand-in for the AR-15. That it's kind of like an automatic. Well, I mean, the AR-15 technically I think is semi-auto, but I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if it... Oh, that sucks. I'm not sure if it's a reference to something or not. It seems to eat through ammo incredibly quickly, though. I don't have a key, and I don't want to spend a key on just a blue chest at the moment. I'm not sure I like it for room clearing. It's getting a little low. We may have our gun muncher choices here. We may actually have fodder for the gun muncher. Hilariously enough. Oh boy. Whoop! It's a daisy. I need you to... Uh-oh, this is not where you want to be. Like, I don't know for sure. I'm just going to say that did not look like the place you wanted to be. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage here on this floor. I feel like we don't have a good room clear, and we're paying for it too. Let's pull out the BSG here. Hopefully this will carry us through to a nice, comfortable boss victory. Got this dude again. I forget his name. I'm actually going to check his name. He's like Cthulhu Monster 2.0. The Mind Flayer. Have we seen this guy? I think we've seen this guy. There's a big hit of damage on him. Holy crap. Well, no flawless here, unfortunately. Giving up that opportunity. Do I need to destroy these? Oh, it looks like they do get destroyed. He is taking damage. There's a good hit on him. He's not taking as much as previous bosses have taken, that's for sure. Okay, we've only gotten hit once still, which is not bad, and he's half dead. That was a bad hit. That was a bad hit. We're using up a lot of ammo, too. This is not going as well as I'd liked, actually. Oh, boy. We're fine. We're fine. Okay. I've died. I walked into a shot. That could have gone better. Oh, boy. Very unfortunate. Well, it happens. The Iron Coin has joined the shootout. Wonderful. That was such a quick run. I'm actually going to do a quick restart here, and we're going to try again with the, No, let's go back to the breach. I'm going to abandon this run. We're going to return to the breach. Because I have hegemony credits we can spend. I don't want to see what the hegemony credits will give me. This way. No, we're gonna play as the Marine again, because things did not go well there. We didn't actually make it that far. Bad play, but I don't think we fought that guy before. I do not remember the bells and all that other stuff. I think that was a new boss, and he showed us who was boss, that's for sure. Got Angry Bullets. We've got Origami, Heart Purse, and the Raiden Coil. Raiden Coil sounds awesome. The Heart Purse sounds like it might be a health up, which sounds good. And with 4, we cannot afford anything else. But we'll see how it goes. All right, let's get back into the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon. Man, the music is so good in this game. Oh, enter the Gungeon. All right, Marine, carry us to victory, my friend. I did you dirty there. We had a great weapon. We had great opportunity. Maybe the BSG is a room clearer? I don't think, well, maybe, I mean, in actual Doom, I think it's Doom is the BFG. In actual Doom that I recall, because I did play Doom 2016. That's the only Doom game I've ever played, believe it or not. I have not played the originals, but I believe the BFG was in that game. And it kills, like, everything in the room without you having to even aim. So maybe it's actually meant to be a room clearing gun. Early bosses, it definitely mopped up, like, don't get me wrong, but maybe its strongest ability comes to, like, one-shot clear every single room that you go into. I don't know. Next time we get it, we'll try it in a room and see if maybe that's its better intended purpose. What a sexy bullet. And we'll see how that goes. At this point, I do not feel comfortable spending a key on a brown chest. I'm going to hold out for something hopefully a little bit better. Got this Zelda man here. Link to the Past, man. Who this guy has obviously taken inspiration from. That's a great game. Can you believe that came out in... When was that? Was that 1992? 3? Really long time ago for the Super Nintendo. It still holds up as a great game. One of these days I kind of want to play through Link to the Past again. I've never played the wasn't there a remake? No, maybe there wasn't a remake. There was a re-release on the Game Boy Color a long time ago. Maybe Game Boy Advance. I don't remember. There was a remake of it, but I don't think it was, like, upgraded in any way. It was just ported. Don't quote me on that, though. But it was a really good game. I remember it was one of the first big RPGs I ever did. The other being, the first ever, well, you know, action RPG. I don't even know if you'd call it RPG or just a straight action game. It's probably considered action RPG. Is Ocarina of Time. That was, like, for the 64. That was, like, one of my first games I got into. That was more than just, like, Sonic the Hedgehog. Ugh, blue chest. I guess we'll open it. Was more than just like, well, we got the shield that I don't want, so we're not taking that. You know, I didn't use a shield last time, and I kind of, maybe it would have helped out. Let's try it. I don't need to call in an ammo drop. I don't have any other guns. Wow, we might be having no gun for the boss here. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yes. The first ever like, Sonic or other basic type of game, like the ones before you had a lot more depth to them. That was the first one that I played. And it was amazing. And Ocarina of Time, you know, that came out right around the perfect time for me. I was a teenager, young teen. Yeah, I'm a little bit of an oldie. I apologize. I can't help it. It's just my age. But I remember it came out and it was amazing and it, like, changed my life. And then I remember the first ever. This is actually kind of funny. The first ever, like, legit RPG I played was Final Fantasy, and I remember I'm such a nerd. I remember my mom was going to, I think it was Walmart, and I was at school, or I was going to be going to school, so I couldn't go with her for whatever reason. You know, as a student often can't. But anyway, I remember telling her, like, when you go, get Final Fantasy VII, because I'd heard Final Fantasy made great games, and I was told Final Fantasy VII is the best of them all. So I was like, Mom, you gotta get Final Fantasy VII for me. I want Final Fantasy VII. And they didn't have Final Fantasy VII, and I was so sad. I was heartbroken, but guess what? Baby Good Mimic? All was to be saved because while they did lack Final Fantasy VII, they did not lack Final Fantasy VIII. So what she did, being the wonderful, wonderful mother that she is she saw that 7 was not available, and so she picked up Final Fantasy VIII, thinking, well, that'll be just as good. And I wasn't actually bummed or anything. Like, you might think I was like, no, I don't want this one. I was like, oh, okay, let's give it a try. And I think we ended up picking up Brady's strat. No, was it Brady's? I think it was a Brady's strategy guide for it, which was pretty, you know, it's a little silly. But there was like me and my mom like to play games together. So like for Ocarina of Time, she would sit in the same room. She would sit on the chair with me, and we would play the video games together. You know, she likes video games too. She would later go on to do co-op Halo and other things with me, and even like get double and pentakills and stuff like that in Halo, which was kind of cool. Like kids would be talking about it because she worked at a school, and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah," or I remember when some kid was, "Oh, this looks terrible. It's a flintlock gun, dueling pistol." Well, we'll try it, I suppose. But I remember some kid was like, they were supposed to write stories, and so the kid wrote, "What is this blue here?" The kid wrote a story that was obviously fabricated from, oh. It was obviously fabricated from the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and so she called him out on it. It's like, how do you know about that stuff? Anyway, so she got Final Fantasy VIII, and ever since, oh, we can pay for the stuff for this guy. Okay, well, I don't have any money. Ever since, I've loved Final Fantasy VIII as my favorite. I know, I finally came back to the same subject. Final Fantasy VIII is my favorite Final Fantasy game of all of the ones that I love. It is numerous. That hardly did any damage. Excuse me. This thing seems terrible. I think we've been duped on our gun. We need to use our basic pistol. What was I saying? Oh, yes. Final Fantasy VIII. I love Final Fantasy. It's actually my favorite Final Fantasy game. Probably, you know, it was my first one, so it does get bonus top billing as, like, the progenitor of all Final Fantasies. And I know a lot of people have a lot of hate for Final Fantasy VIII, which I can understand. Like, I understand the criticisms of it. Don't get me wrong. But I don't feel like it's enough of a criticism to take away from how good of a game it is. So yeah, so that was how I got into Final Fantasy, was my mom picking up Final Fantasy from from Walmart. And that's not to say it was my first ever RPG. I would say maybe it's my, well, I don't know, because I did play Pokemon. Oh my god, this is really hard when I just have the basic pistol. I've been spoiled by BSG. Would you consider, oh boy, would you consider Pokemon a JRPG? I guess it does have all the same stuff like a JRPG has. Maybe Pokemon's a JRPG. I don't know. Anyway, it was my first, like, Final Fantasy style RPG, if that makes sense. And I loved it, and it was great, and I had a lot of fun with it. And I do talk about this from time to time on the stream as well, because I'm still proud of it. I was in a weird place one day while I was babysitting. Well, I wasn't babysitting, I was cat sitting for my neighbor. And when I got home, I had been thinking about it for some reason. I've been reading Thus Spoke Zarathustra by Nietzsche, as one does while they're watching their neighbor's cat. And when I got home, for some reason, oh my god, we're gonna die to the first boss. For some reason, that inspired me to write a strategy guide for we didn't deserve to live there. For Final Fantasy VIII. Oh my god. So if you go onto Steam and you look up a guide for how to get Lionheart before the end of disc 1. That was me. I did that. It's my guide. Give it a thumbs up, please, in the Steam guides. Sprun has joined the shootout. Well, that was an abysmal showing. Many things have joined the shootout, but unfortunately our guy has been shot out. Namely, his brains were shot out. So that's going to do it for this episode. We didn't make a lot of progress. We'll be back tomorrow with more. We'll be playing as the... who's next? Is it the convict next, or is it the pilot? I believe the pilot next. So I'll see you then. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Take care.